So far, in terms of politics here in the United States, I don't think anybody is having a worse week than Kari Lake. Kerry Lake got two devastating pieces of news this week, the first of which, and obviously the most important one, is that Kirsten Sinema announced that she was not going to seek re-election, which means, of course, Sinema is not going to run as an independent in that Arizona Senate race where Kari Lake is the leading Republican candidate, which means Kyrsten Sinema is not going to siphon off any Democratic voters from Democrat candidate Reuben Gallego, which means, according to the polling, that Gallego already has a rock-solid lead over Kari Lake. So Sinema not running, the person who hurts the most from that is obviously Kerry Lake, who is, of course, already despised by much of the Arizona Republican Party, but this hurts her. It hurts her a lot. Financially speaking, she's also about to get hurt again because Kari Lake also failed in court this week as the Arizona State Supreme Court told her that they were not going to throw out a defamation lawsuit that she is facing from a Maricopa County recorder because Kari Lake, according to the lawsuit, dragged this man's name through the mud in order to further her claims that the 2022 gubernatorial race was somehow stolen from her. Now, here's what happened. She was sued by a man by the name of Stephen Ricker. Now, Mr. Ricker, as I said, is a Republican Maricopa County recorder, so he works with the elections, he does all that. And after the 2022, actually technically even before the gubernatorial election in Arizona, Lake had been accusing this man publicly of somehow interfering. She did it a lot after the election. He received death threats. He received all kinds of harassment. So he sued her for defamation for making these false claims that he was somehow involved in stealing an election that wasn't stolen. So she doesn't want to be sued, obviously. So she said, hey, throw this case out. The lower court says no. She goes to the appellate court, says appellate court, hey, throw this case out. The appellate court said no. She takes it all the way to the state Supreme Court, and this week they told her, no, you're going to face this lawsuit. You made these claims about the guy, so you have the opportunity to come into court and say that these claims are true and prove that they're true. But Kari Lake's argument to get the case thrown out initially was that, hey, I wasn't really talking about him, even though you literally were. She said, I was speaking more in hyperbole. I was just saying people, not necessarily this guy who I named. But yeah, you're not getting out of that. You're also not going to win that case. Now, I have not seen anything that indicates when this trial, this defamation trial, is going to be put on the docket. So I don't think it's going to happen before the Senate race this year, November's election. But if Kari Lake loses in the Senate race, or even if she wins, but it's even more funny if she loses. So picture this. Kari Lake loses the Senate race later this year, and then immediately, probably early next year, she has to go to this defamation trial where she could be out millions of dollars to this guy. So Kari Lake, as bad of a week as she's having, this is probably nothing compared to how bad the rest of her year is going to go. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.